Hey, welcome to Dan's Model Works. Today I thought I'd show off something that I actually built many years ago. I'm pretty sure we're talking 28 years ago. But you know what? This was an awesome kit, and if you can ever get a hold of uh, these Ertl kits, sometimes you still see them, used at swap meets and things like that. I do have a few more videos I'm working on, a couple of reviews, and I'm also have started building an F4F Wildcat. I'm about maybe 15% of the way in that, but I've had a few health issues. I have a kidney stone. It's about a centimeter lodged in me. I'm waiting to have that lasered out. So since Percocets and modeling don't really go together, I thought maybe to avoid going stir crazy, I'd shoot another video. This dates back to when Ertl wasn't kind of a member of the AMT family, and they had a whole line of truck kits. Mostly they were international, and they did a really awesome job on these. I mean, if you ever get a chance to pick one of these things up used and unbuilt, I'd highly recommend it. They came with all kinds of awesome features. I'm kind of surprised I still have the box from this, but if we look at the side of the box here, I mean, you can see some of the stuff it came with, high flotation tires. The interior had separate sidewalls. Those who've seen some of my reviews know how much I like that. I mean, we're going way back to the mid 80s. The other side of the box here shows you some of the things with the trailer. Now, I think AMT may have re-released this trailer a few times since, maybe with their beam loads or something like that. But like I said, I built this kit 28 years ago, and even though I was only in my late teens at the time, I'm still pretty proud of it. I think it turned out pretty good, and I just thought I'd show you guys. Here she is. Now, according to the box, this kit came with over 280 pieces, which is a pretty decent parts count. I do apologize if there's a couple pieces missing. I notice that I'm missing the side mirror there. This model has been with me for a long time. It's been with me through 2 failed marriages, and my twin daughters, when they were 2 years old, they decided to get at the shelf that this model was on, and they basically ripped this poor bugger to shreds. But that's okay. I'll forgive them, like when they maybe get married or something like that. There's a few things I would do differently if I was building it today. The wheels are all chrome. I realize that for, an off-road logging truck like this, they probably would have been painted. But then again, this sort of logging rig may be individually owned. The big cab lights on the top there, if I was doing it today, I probably would have bare metal foiled them instead of just simply painting the parts where they come off the sprues. As I mentioned earlier, if we look inside, see if we can get inside, all of the window cranks and handles were separate parts in this kit. You actually had to put them in separately. Same thing as the badging on the hood. And that was so well molded that all I had to do was just put a little bit of blue paint on there and wipe it down to get the international logo to stand out. Let's get the bonnet off, and you can see the engine. I don't want to get in the light there. And it was a pretty nice engine. I just gave it a filthy black wash when I built it. Maybe doing it today I would have done a little bit differently. Here's a head-on view, and you can see once again that beautiful detail on the international logo. And I'm just looking at it right now, and I realize that I added the mesh inside the radiator there. I thought that was probably something that would have been put in the field. One of the other things I added, if we go back around to this side, I don't know if you can see, there's a reverse light that I added, but it's actually hollow. There's nothing inside it. There's just an old wire hanging out of it. Basically the driver added the lights and then they got smashed up at some point. So Now, the logs were only added to the truck about 2 years ago. Like I said, this model got smashed to bits and basically was residing in a box for a while. And when marriage number 2 ended, me and the kids decided we would take it out of the box and we would glue it back together as best we could. And the logs basically came from my backyard. I know there's no logging chain on them. I didn't actually have any chain when I put them on. Probably do that one of these days in the future. But for now, I just wanted to show off this truck. It's been languishing on the display shelf for quite some time. The air lines underneath, I added those. Looking at them now, they might be a little bit overscale, but I think they still look okay. And like I mentioned, this is a 1/25th scale model. The mud flaps I thinned down as much as I could. This is a big model, and I've put a meter stick down here, a yardstick, just to give you guys some idea of how big this is. It basically comes out to about 26 inches long, so you definitely have to have some display space to display it. And let's see, I added an old toolbox that I scratch built inside the bin there at the back. And of course we have the headache rack. I've often wondered, if worse comes to worse, just how much these metal racks would really protect the driver. I just get the sense that the logs would just fold it over cleanly. So one thing, if I'm remembering correctly, I was a little disappointed with this kit was the holes in the wheels. I'm pretty sure they were molded solid. They were just basically molded in relief, and I'm pretty sure I carved them out with a knife. I thought that was a little bit of a disappointment. I thought that could have been done better. But otherwise, this kit almost fell together, and really, really enjoyed building it. Like I said, if you can ever get hold of one of these, you definitely won't regret it. Noticing I'm missing one of the reflectors. There you can see, there should be a reflector there. Now you could build this with the log bunk up on the truck if you wanted as well, if you wanted to display it smaller. And here's the other side of the truck. As you can see, I'm missing one of the badges there, but I do have the mirror. So like I said, I just wanted to show this to you guys, and hopefully I'll have part 1 of the Wildcat build coming up soon. Most of it is filmed. It's just kind of waiting for me to feel well enough to go back to the modeling bench. It'd be nice if I felt well enough to go back to work. So, thanks for watching Dan's Model Works today, and have a nice day. Thanks. Bye.